Get ready, because it's the TacoTuesday.com podcast.
We'll just jump right into the conversation we were having.
Yeah, we just got too hungry. Isn't there a theory that we're in a simulation?
It's called the simulation theory.
Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah.
We're all just computers.
Yeah. You're a computer, he's a computer.
Don't tell me what I am. I'll tell you what I am.
I'm the real one here.
No, you're all like NPCs, right? Non-playing characters. You're just
Right. Yeah, you're the main
I'm the main character.
This is
like
actually,
the bad guy,
your
yeah.
quest.
Yeah, this is my
We've
quest.
been saying that the whole time.
Yeah, none of you existed until I walked through the door. You
I hope he doesn't look under the rock outside and find all the diamonds, dude.
This is Pokemon.
Yeah, well, get this.
I'm gonna start digging up under plants and stuff.
There's something here. I know it.
Dude, that's what. Okay, weirdly enough, like, because I know that theory, the simulation theory, right? Yeah, I've been in like Vegas for events and things like that, and like you see the people that are sitting there at like the slot machines and are just doing this the whole time, and I'm like, those people are just doing processing, right?
Those are NPCs.
Those are the
NPCs.
Those are the NPCs, man. They're just going through life on like, and that's their goal. That's their program is just press that button, and that's processing something. I don't know, but I was like walking through, and I'm like,
Dude, that is funny.
I'm like hanging out doing what I find is fun, and these people are just like every day. I see the same people every day. Out there.
The fact that they're there all night. You come back in the morning in the same position, same clothes, going, no, that's an NPC.
Yeah, that's what those people are. They're just processing.
I never really thought about it like that, but yeah, that happens all the time.
Yeah.
You know, people doing weird shit at the grocery store. They're like sitting in the same aisle, they're like taking stuff out of the shelves, you know, putting it back, taking it off. It's like, you glitching?
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah.
You can look up those like
Character
glitching.
7's tripping.
Need to reprogram them real quick.
The battery died for number 7. You gotta.
We gotta plug in this new USB into this computer.
Sorry about
that. Yeah. That's like that Rick and Morty episode where they're in the simulation.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's such a great.
And then Rick's like, "Are you a simulation? Are you real?
Tell me right now, are you real? Is this the real thing?
All right, Morty. You see this seed? You're not gonna like where you need to put it.
Right? What do you mean, Rick?
Get naked. What? They don't like it.
Oh yeah, they can't stand it. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I could.
You
go on a
simulated my grandson's balls.
So balls, simulated balls. That's a good segue for some magic,
Right?
For
And that's how we get into magic.
What
Okay.
could? Yeah.
All right. We have a few things. Obviously, a deck of cards. We're gonna need a couple jacks. We'll use these ones. All right, a couple jacks here.
Okay.
Those are gonna be important in a second. We'll also need a pen. So you'll need the pen. And then I have this notepad here, and I wrote down a bunch of different celebrities on here. You can see there's just a bunch: Samuel Jackson, Russell Crowe, Tom Cruise. There's a bunch of them here,
Okay.
and I even number them 1 through 26.
Okay.
I want you to think of a number between 1 and 6. Don't tell me; just think of a number. Okay. And then you're gonna obviously pick a card. So as I go through the cards, you just say stop whenever you want.
Okay. Stop.
Fantastic. Right, it's okay if I see the card, the 2 of spades, because I'm going to have you sign your name on the 2 of spades here. So go ahead and get that pen out. I don't want to make sure you don't sign it on the back. I want to make sure it's on the face. So I'll be at the table here. You can take it. Great.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Did you want to add like any like smiley face or a heart or anything?
Yeah,
Right here.
okay. Spiral. Yep. Little spiral eye.
No favorite number or anything? All right,
No.
All right. There's no way.
Well, I got a favorite number. I just didn't want to tell you what it is.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll use that. I'll use that.
Don't give him too
All right,
much fuel.
so the 2 of spades doesn't come off. I'm going to put it in the middle there. And to be fair, you can see it's going in there. It's not at the bottom. Some people think I did something. Some people think it's at the top, but it's not that. The jacks here are going to help me with this. They're going to find your card. Okay. So it gets a little weird, but I'm going to use our imagination, and we're going to take it out, and I'm going to set it in between those.
Okay.
If that happened, there would be one card that appears in between, and it's your signed 2 of spades. Okay. We'll do it again. Okay. I'm going to cut the cards in half. And from the fingertips, you guys are right here, so you can see I'm taking that 2 and I'm putting it back in the middle, as fair as it gets. We're going to do the exact same thing again here. We're going to take your 2 and I'm going to stick it right there. You can't see it, but as soon as I turn it over, it'll appear in between the jacks there.
Dude, what?
But here's the thing. You were thinking of a number, right?
I was, and still am.
What is the number?
2.
All right, hold out your hand, and then put your other hand on top of that, and hold on. 2?
2.
You don't want to change? Go to a different number?
I don't. I want to.
2.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. 1. Peter said. Okay, so 2. If you would have said 1, it would have been Sean Penn.
Okay.
But you said 2, which happens to be Nicolas Cage.
Old Nicky Cage.
Nice.
Okay.
I like
Okay.
it. Will you just turn your hand like this, and then lift your hand up on the back?
What?
I'm done.
I feel like
I see it. Zoom in.
If you notice that picture of Nicolas Cage is a sticker, so you can, like John Travolta, peel his face off and put it wherever you want.
Really?
Yeah, that's a joke.
Dude, that's you like how I'm so still? I'm like, really? I can keep my stickers?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
yours to keep.
Wow, okay. All right, this is going up in the studio, yo.
What?
Right here. This is with my little squiggly.
I can't.
Yeah. You know, it's I'll keep this brief because we don't need to go into it too much. But my aunt sort of inducted me into a cult. She calls us the Cages, and so as a joke, we send each other random gag Nicolas Cage gifts.
It was meant
See,
to
I knew
be.
that. It was meant to be. Yeah.
No,
meant to be.
so this is perfect. Then she's gonna get a freaking kick out of this,
That's a good one. I just was like trying to. Yeah, it's funny.
dude. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
All right, here, we'll try this.
Oh gosh.
Okay. We'll do one for you. It's hard to reach across here, but how's your memory?
Horrible, but we'll try now.
Okay, horrible. Good. That's what I was hoping for.
Oh jeez.
I have the black aces here,
Okay.
and you know the difference between a club and a spade, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give you the ace of spades. So you're gonna hold out your hand like this. I'm gonna give you that spade. Hold on to it like that. Now, without looking, do you remember what card you're holding on to?
Ace of spades.
What if I snapped it like magic? It turned into the club. Would that be pretty cool?
I would believe you.
Yeah, we're not doing that. That would've been
Okay.
cool.
I was like,
That would've been
Jason.
cool. I'm gonna give you the club though, and I'm gonna put the spade on top.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try to switch the spade for the club right in front of all you guys. So hold on tight. Ready? Relax. Don't bend the card.
Okay.
Oh, that was the moment. Without looking, what's on top? What's on bottom?
Ace of spades is on top.
Clubs on bottom.
Yes.
I think you got Jack. Turn your hand over. Yeah, you can see that's 2 red jacks there. Do you get it? The dad joke. You got Jack.
I got Jack
Yeah,
with 2 red jacks.
yeah,
No, that
yeah.
Damn combination of
Right, I just got hit
dad
with the
jokes
3-piece
and
combo.
magic.
Watch those jacks, okay? If we just take those jacks and we put them face to face, that's when it happens. They turn back into those aces. Let's do it again. Watch the aces. All I have to do is take them and shake them, and they turn back into the jacks.
Dude,
If you just wait a little bit, they turn back into those aces.
Are you kidding
And
me?
if you're curious, the jacks are actually right here under my shirt there. So let's see.
I didn't even have a chance to get curious yet. You just,
I haven't even finished my taquito yet.
I'm like getting lunch and a show right here. That's cool.
Wow, that is fantastic.
All right, we'll try this one. Can you shuffle cards? If I asked you to shuffle cards, could you shuffle?
I can do this.
However you want to shuffle it.
Yeah, I'll just
hard
can't
to
shuffle
see.
that well.
We're gonna make some choices here. Can you, real quick? This is a good one. Can you guess what's inside of this little red box?
Not a hockey stick. Maybe a marble.
Close. It's a little black box. Can you guess what's inside the little black box?
A little green box.
No, that's a die. We're gonna use a die for this. But what's really magical is how the red box fits inside of the black box. You see that?
I do.
Because the black box came out of the red box.
Yeah.
I still don't know how to do that one, but that's weird. All right, great.
Dude, that was wild. Okay.
All right.
That was a side quest.
You're gonna take the die, you're gonna shake it up and keep it covered like that, okay? And while he's doing that, I want you to think of a number between 10 and 40. I don't want it too high or too low. Okay. And I'll take the cards back. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. And then you think of either A or B. Got it? Got it. Good. I'm gonna make a choice. But I don't want to tell you what my choice is. I'm going to keep it a secret, okay? So it's not these ones or not this one or none of these. I don't like any of these or these. Ooh, this is a good one. This is my choice right here, okay? That's like a prediction.
Okay.
Whatever, and I want all of our choices to kind of be dependent on you, so we end up with multiple choices here.
Okay.
So whatever number you're thinking of, that's the number of cards I'm going to deal on the table. I'm
Okay.
going to use those cards to make another choice.
Okay.
So what was the number?
20.
20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Out of these 20 cards, we're going to make another choice, but it's dependent on whatever you rolled. So if you rolled a 6, I'm going to put the 6 card right there. You can look, what did you roll?
I tell you?
Yeah.
3.
So we're going to take the third card. So that's 1, 2, and we'll put the third card with my choice there. Now we have 2 piles. You can relax. We have, we're going to take the top card of either pile, but you tell me which pile's A, which pile's B.
Oh, you want me to just which one?
Yeah, like the big one and the little one. So which one's A, which one's B?
Little one's A,
Big one's B.
big one's B.
Okay, so you committed to A or B in your head, yeah?
Mhm.
We're going to take whatever you committed to. This was A, this is B because he made that choice. So which did you commit to at the start?
B.
So the big pile, correct? And then I know this might be hard, but I want you to cut these cards in half so that we end up with this situation here. Can you reach over and like just cut these cards in half wherever you like to make the last choice? Set it right there. Perfect. And we'll mark where you cut right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 choices, including mine. And like I said, I want all of our choices to be dependent on each other. So for example, to get just to this card, you said 20, which essentially cut the cards too.
Yeah.
And we took the, what did you roll again?
3.
3? I'll take the die back. 3. So you rolled a 3 and we took the third card to get to this one. You chose A or B, but he decided it was A, B from what he cut essentially.
Yeah.
And you might think that's a free choice because you cut the cards wherever you wanted, but it wasn't. It was dependent on how he shuffled these cards from the very beginning. The only person who had a free choice was me. I put a very specific card right here at the beginning. And you rolled a 3. I couldn't even see your hands because the chips were in the way. But I put a 3 there, which matched what you rolled, which is crazy because you guys all had that same feeling because that's a 3, and you even cut to a 3 right there.
What?
They're not all 3s. Like everyone,
I was about to say,
all
like,
the comments are going to be
I wasn't gonna
they're all
even-
3s.
What?
Damn it. It's frustrating that I can't figure out how it's done.
If you could, it wouldn't be very magical.
No,
right?
Right.
That's
No, but it feels magical. It,
Yeah.
it kind of reminds me of like Christmas morning as a kid.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the way I describe what magic is, like, I'm going to be the first one to probably say, but magic isn't real, right? Like, it's not real. I know.
Damn it. That was my last question.
means
for
wrestling-
you, dude.
means wrestling's
I know.
not real
I
either.
just got the Magic Castle just kicked me out from that one, but no. I have a different definition of what magic is, right? So like that feeling of wonderment, that feeling of like awe or whatever it is, that moment, that feeling that you have of like, dang, how's that possible, right? That feeling, that is what magic is to me. That it's something still in the worlds of information, you can still be fooled by it, right? Like that's that feeling you have. That's magic.
innocent wonder.
Yeah, it makes you feel like a kid again, which is cool, you know? In a world, you know, it's nice to just disconnect. We all have enough problems. So in those few moments where we're doing magic, it's nice to like just disconnect from all of it. And
For sure.
you're not looking at your phone, you're not distracted, you're just
Yeah.
dialed in and you're like, oh, this is awesome. You know,
Yeah.
like that's what magic is to me.
Yeah.
Those moments.
And this moment was so fun.
Oh, yeah,
Just
we'll
to
do more
watch the
later,
experience.
yeah.
It is.
I
It's
love it.
super entertaining.
Yeah.
because the whole time you're like, I'm gonna figure this one out, and then you don't. I'm gonna figure the next one out, and then
And
you
then
don't.
yeah.
And they just keep progressively. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
fucked. I can't figure anything
Yeah,
out.
It's like, let me just watch and enjoy.
And like I know so many tricks, like it's crazy. And then there's like stuff I'm always trying and like experimenting with. That's fun. Like, and it's like my friend has a great thing. He says like, Frankie Fode, he's a magician at the House of Cards in Nashville, and he's one of their resident magicians there. We were just hanging out talking. He's like, you know that we know enough magic for the rest of our careers in magic. We could like go the rest of our life, never learn another trick, and we could do the same tricks that we know right now for the rest of our lives and have a very successful career. He's like, but I promise you, I'm going to go buy the next book and try to learn the next cool trick that I haven't learned yet. And you're just going to constantly try to learn new magic,
Right.
because that's our passion. But I could just stop learning magic and have enough material to last me forever. But I'm
That's
still,
interesting. Yeah, you totally could.
yeah. And what's crazy is like, I don't know if there's another medium, like, maybe, I don't know, but 52 pieces of like a deck of cards, like you wouldn't think there would be so much you could do with it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
like this deck right here is like a canvas, like an entire paint, store of things you could do with it, which is
Right.
crazy, right? So I used to always challenge myself where I'd be like, I'm just going to go out with a deck of cards and see how much I can get away with. Like, not away with, but like, what can I do with just a deck of cards? Because like, worst case scenario, if I'm traveling for a gig and they lose all my luggage and all I have is a deck of cards, well, now you have to put together a 20-minute show or a 40-minute show. Can you do that? And I was like, I don't know. And then, so then I just started going out to like little fun events that I would do or just hang out, and I would just bring a deck of cards. And it was like, okay. And then how do you string it together? And then you add like a Nicolas Cage sticker, and then you add a die, and you add a Sharpie, and you add different things. And then it starts to really take off. So it was like, oh, I could have like very little on me and do like an hour of magic easy. Like I could sit here for the next hour with that deck of cards and do enough magic for you. And,
Wow.
And some guys are like, oh, you got to learn to stretch your material. I'm like, I get that. Like stretch it, make it bigger and more impactful. But if I could also just beat you, like ground and pound you with trick, and blow your mind so you're walking away. Like, yeah, that's my favorite. Like there was a stand-up comedian, what's his name? He talks about his comedy was like, you know, like when you're hanging out with people and you're just laughing, but you don't know why you're laughing, and then you leave and your stomach hurts and you're like, that was funny. And someone's like, so what was so funny? You're like, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah.
It's just the moments.
Yeah. So he would explain that's like how he wanted his stand-up show to be, which was like, he wanted it to be like, you leave his stand-up show and people were like, so what were the punchlines? They're like, well, there wasn't any punchlines. I don't know how to explain it, but I was laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Steve Martin. That's who it is.
Okay. Yeah,
Steve Martin.
The legends. Legends, yeah.
And if you go back and watch like his stuff back in the day, he's doing that. Like he's just like animated, going crazy, using all these silly props and stuff. And there's like almost no punchline. He talks about he didn't want his comedy to be he didn't want it to have punchlines.
It's almost just like telling stories, but the way you tell the stories.
Yeah.
Just one great at that is.
Chill. It's
and
just
that's why like his comedy was just like there was no punchlines, but he's hitting you with funny thing, funny gag, funny this, funny that, and then you just leave and your stomach hurts and you're like, and that's like I really like took that to heart a little bit because he was also a magician, Steve Martin.
Yeah,
he worked at the magic shop at Disneyland, and then he worked at Knott's Berry Farm.
No way.
Yeah, he would do shows at the Birdcage there, which that was just an abandoned little place for a long time. I think they're doing shows there now. Yeah, but that's where
cool.
That's where he started, and then he would do. He did magic and stuff like that, and he would do the classic gags and stuff, and then I think in his book he talked about how like he removed all the magic gags that he learned from other people to try to put together a show. And he's like, now he had like a 20-minute show, and then he removed all the stuff that wasn't really his in a way, and he had like 2 minutes, and he's like, okay, I gotta start back from nothing. And then he grew and he came up with his own stuff, and now we all steal his stuff, you know, like, but yeah, he's hilarious. Like one of the best for sure. But yeah, that's how I thought about my magic was like, I'm just gonna punch you. Yeah. Like that little 2-card thing, right?
That's cool. That's an interesting way to think about it.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought of it like a MMA fight, right? Like I hit you with, you're holding jacks. That's like, I finally caught you. You're taking off, and then it's like change. They're changing back and forth, and then they're in my pocket, and that's when you tap out, right?
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, what's going on? You know, like that's how I think of it, is like that rhythm and that beat, right? And
But as you kind of said before, just the fact, again, we're in awe going, wow, that's amazing. But like you said, the behind the scenes, the hours of work you had to do just to. That's why I say it's so impressive, because I'm not even thinking about the trick that you did, but now I'm thinking about the back end hours that you had to put in to be able to get it as smooth and fluent. Like that Nicolas Cage thing just blew my mind.
And of all the people to give it, honestly, dude, I have so many people that are going to crack up when I go home and show them this card.
I love that.
Couldn't have worked out better.
Yeah, but that's like the psychology of all this, right? It's like if you just think about it, like the timing is there, right? You have to know when people, what they tend to do, and you just watch people and you'll pick up on things that they do. Like the best misdirection, and I'll give it away, is let's say I need to do a certain move, but somebody's like really trying to watch, right? And you're like, they'll see if I do it, right? The best thing you can do is, for any younger magicians that are watching, what was your name again?
Corey.
Oh yeah, that's right. The second you ask somebody what their name is again, they'll go, oh, Corey. And they'll look right up at you, and they'll look up. That's your moment, right?
Damn,
I use it all the time, right? Like if I need to get away with something and that person's like burning my hands, I'd be like, remind me your name again. And then they'll look up and they'll say, oh, it's Corey. And I'll be, boom, there, done. I got it away, right? So yeah, you can just ask somebody a question, they'll give it away and things like that. And I'll do like fake mind reading stuff, and like if you just ask somebody something, they'll like give it away a lot of the times. Like I always try to, and as you do this more, you'll experiment with that psychology a little bit of like I do a trick where I'm like going to figure out what their card is. And I go, oh, your card was either red or black. And they go, black. And I go, oh, thank you. Like, it's so funny to me. And they're like, oh, shit. I started adding in like the last phrase I would say is like, I'm going to ask you questions, give nothing away. Your card was red or black. And they go, black. I go, okay, thanks. Like, let me rephrase the last thing I said. I'm going to ask you questions, give nothing away. And they go, oh. And like, it just shows you they're not even listening. They're just kind of going with it. So, but yeah, you can use so many little psychological tricks. There was a guy, Di Vernon, older guy. He was actually one of the first guys to fool Houdini, who was like the king of cards.
Okay, yeah.
And Di Vernon did this trick for, he was like 18, Di Vernon, but he was like one of the magicians that was the only magician who ever lived at the Magic Castle in Hollywood. And that might be made up, but that's what I was told. I don't know. Where he would sit outside of the Magic Castle and watch people get out of their cars at the valet stand just to see how they put their coats on, how to see they got out of the car. Wow. Just watch their mannerisms. And then you can
those little windows of opportunities.
And you can exploit that. Yeah. Like, wow. Yeah. That's the whole, like one of the tricks I do where I put a card under someone's watch. Like I'm manipulating the situation. I have to check. Like I pretty confident you wear your watch on your right hand. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm giving nothing away. I wear it on my ankle. Surprise.
But you're not wearing a watch. So people know like you're not wearing a watch, are you?
No, but yeah,
But you do wear your watch on your right hand, yeah? You're left-handed then?
What was the...
I was watching your podcast, but I was looking at things that I could exploit. Like, do you wear a watch? What hand do you wear it on? And can I use that to my advantage? So like you can use all sorts of stuff. Dude, I already looked at all of your Instagram. I went deep. I was like, what can I use to get in?
He talked about the research you did on guests. He's already doing research on you.
If he went onto my Instagram, he's like, this dude is a ghost. Well, he doesn't exist.
Yeah, you don't exist. I know that. You have like 2 Instagrams. One's for this. Yeah. And that's like minimal. And then there's another one, but that one's private. Right?
That's just all for like history stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But you have no posts on that one. It says 0 posts. Yeah.
Nobody needs to see more of this ugly mug. I'm already on the internet now, dude.
Yeah. But like, if I could pull information from that, right? Like, that's my favorite when you can get across that aisle of like, well, what are the point of the cards? Like, why did we find these cards, right? Okay, we found 4 of a kind. Now imagine we found those cards and that's your birthday or something. Or that's like the license plate on your car. Or, like how far can you take it, right? You sign you sign a card, it goes back in the deck and then it ends up like on your door. Like, like that can happen. Like I can make that happen and I have. And that's like, you leave an event and you get home and there's your signed card on your front door. That's a little far. Okay,
I'm moving.
I'd be kind of
you're gonna get shot for that. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. That's how you get shot.
Here's your sign card with your social.
I'm staying up 72 hours, dude, at my door with the rifle. Just like, right?
He's not putting his car on my door.
Is this your card?
But I've done that. Like we were at an event, and like you can like you see people coming, you can spot their car, for example. Mm-hmm. You don't have to go to their house, but like you can, what their car is. You can then take a mental note of their car, their license plate, or whatever it is, right? And then you do magic for them. You have them sign a card, do a bunch of stuff with it, and then you leave. And then on your way out, just go to their car and put it on their windshield or put it on their door. And then that's just like a little like wink and nod or something to that, Like,
yeah, but to them, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
They're like, this man, where is he?
Follow him out of that valet and watch him go to In-N-Out and then give the card to the person so they go put it in their food. Like, I don't know how far you want to take it. But
the receipt is the card.
I've heard crazy stories. I've heard crazy stories of like people, this guy would travel a lot and he started sticking cards on the ceiling of all of the terminals at American Airlines. On a lot of the airlines that he would fly. And then he would like be sitting with somebody playing with cards and he would do tricks for them. And then he would hear what terminal or what gate they were getting to. And he knew what that card was. So he'd be like, oh, take a card. And then it would be that card. And he'd go, great, your card's gone. And when you're walking off the plane, keep looking up. And as they walk up, they'll see their card on the ceiling. And they got off before him and everything. Like,
dude,
because he just set this trick up years in advance. I have other guys that I've known of that like will do the same house party and throughout they'll put cards in the picture frames and stuff like that, or they'll get there and they'll put a deck of cards in the junk drawer and then they can use that deck to do really magical things. They'd be like, you know what? these are my cards. Do you have a deck of cards? And the person's like, oh yeah, I think I have them in the junk drawer. And then they go and they find, but you have to know where their junk drawer is.
Right,
you have to be observant of those things. And just making those 1 degree changes to like, now that's their deck and you're doing crazy stuff with it. Like that's even, more impressive a little bit. So that's the behind the scenes. How far are you willing to go to make magic happen?
But that's just makes
crazy. I'm going to be very suspicious of everybody from here on out.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting this, but you would be an excellent serial killer, dude. Like, you can make it happen.
He's just like,
He's like,
here's the secret. If you're going to kill somebody, you have to dig the hole before. Don't be out there with the body digging the hole. That takes too long to dig the hole. Have the hole already dug. That's a logistical thing, honestly.
Don't go to people's houses. No. Don't be doing this
Don't
shit.
date my daughter.
Don't date my daughter.
because the hole's already dug.
Yeah.
Right.
There might be holes out in the desert.
Right.
No, now I'm convinced you have different locations dug.
I'm going to get the FBI on me after this. They're going to be like, have you murdered somebody?
No.
Be like, wouldn't you like to know?
We've been hunting you.
All right.
All right. Started, right? In the whole podcast, we're talking about murdering
Have you
people,
murdered someone? And that's our podcast.
Yeah. Cut it right there.
Right.
We all pinky swear we've killed nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody that any of you would like.
Except this food
I put it
on the table.
Because
it was delicious.
Yeah, kill tacos. We killed
Yeah.
Kill tacos.
Man, dude, it was an emotional roller coaster, bro. There was ups, there was downs. I was a little to the left at one point, and then
Now you ended
Cage
with like,
card.
I gotta be very careful with you.
if I go to a magic
Or any
show,
magician.
I'm gonna be so suspicious.
Yeah.
I parked 17 miles over there. There's no way anybody.
Whenever a magician asks me their name, I'm always going to keep looking. What's your name? Shelton.
I ruined it for everybody.
I'm gonna look at people's pockets and be like,
Right.
I'm Devin. I'm not even giving the right name. Stuff different. All right, guys. With that, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Dude, thank you so much for coming on to the
thank you
show.
for having
We
me.
can do
Thank
a
you.
sparkling water.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
10 years of good luck, they say.
That's it. Yeah. So you
I was
can
about to plug it.
Yeah, I gotta be better at these plugs. You can follow me on Instagram. That's probably the best, where I post the most. It's Hubbadubrub. Oh, we didn't even get into like the Hubb's a nickname or anything like that. So Hubb's my nickname. My real name's Derek. Everyone calls me Hubb, but my Instagram name is Hubbadubrub. HUBBADUBRUBB. So yeah, just make it as difficult as possible to find me. So Hubbadubrub, that was a nickname that my friend Robbie Rob would give me. He'd come in and be like, Hubbadubrub, thanks for the grubs in a tub. Like just went on and on.
He gets Robbie Rob, and you get Hubbadub Grub, dude.
Yeah, and then there's Jimmy Jam. Yeah,
All these names.
these are my old friends. Yeah, so God, we're dumb. But yeah.
Don't even get me started about Disco Dan, man. I got wild.
Oh, Disco Dan.
And so Hubbadubrub, that's where you can follow. That's where I'm going to post about like stuff. And every Friday night, as of right now, I'm doing magic at the Hollywood Roosevelt. It's called Magic at the Library. There's a bar there called the Library Bar. I'll occasionally be at the Magic Castle in Hollywood. And then I also put on a Tiki Magic show down in San Clemente every first Sunday of the month. We take over the Lost Inferno down in San Clemente. It's a great Goonies-themed tiki bar. And they give us the bar for that night. And they set up stage lights and everything. And we get different magicians from all over. And like, what's cool about it is like, it's a little beach town in San Clemente. But we're bringing in like big dogs. Like the next guy for the November one, he does the Disney cruises. Like he's their go-to guy for the Disney cruises. So we're going to have that guy and you can come watch him do his show there. And you have people like me doing walk around and my buddies doing walk around. And we're like up there with that. You know what I mean? So you can get like a crazy, amazing magic show that you can't find anywhere. And it's like down here by the beach, which is really crazy. Like, and it's like such a hidden gem, I think.
That's cool to know. And I feel like if more people knew about that, they'd definitely come out and say,
oh, it's worth it.
No,
like we're getting
100%.
like tons of guys, you know, like,
yeah,
these are people that like, you know, that will be the guys that get called in for Justin Millman, you know, for his show. My buddy Nick Paul was kind of come do it. So it's like, we're getting big dogs coming out. So they come out and do crazy, good magic. Yeah. That's my whole goal in life, is to change that perspective of magic. Everyone thinks the creepy uncle doing card tricks at Thanksgiving or whatever. Yeah. It's not that. It's way cooler.
it's not so much creepy uncle. Now it's like, how much information does this guy have on me?
Oh,
Now that you've heard.
Like,
we'll get there.
there's no way he followed
hang
me
out
from my
afterwards.
house. He'd have to follow me back to the house. Now I'm not going home.
Yeah.
Are you a magician? Yeah. I don't know about
Not
you.
to be trusted.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah. Thank
next time we have you on, you're going to have to explain why it's Hubb.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell you.
So now we're guaranteeing we're going to see you again.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Locked in?
Yeah, the tacos are worth it.
All right, my friend.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Well,
Thank you.
That's a wrap. Happy Taco Tuesday. And
Yay, Taco Tuesday.
cheers.
Cheers.
TacoTuesday.com.